In November 2018, a young American man named John Allen Chow ventured to the secluded North Sentinel Island. He was driven by a bold ambition to meet the Sentinelese, a tribe unknown to the outside world. These island inhabitants had lived in isolation for generations, shrouded in mystery and legend. The Sentinelese, fierce protectors of their land, had a notorious reputation for hostility towards outsiders. John, fervent in his Christian beliefs, desired to introduce the tribe to his faith. Undeterred by warnings and past incidents, he orchestrated an unauthorized trip to the island. He hired local fishermen, disregarding legal protocols, to ferry him close to the isolated land. Upon nearing the island, he continued alone, paddling towards destiny in a small canoe. As he approached, John tried communicating with the Sentinelese, extending gifts and speaking in various languages. Yet his attempts at friendship were met with aggression and suspicion from the guarded tribe. Tensions rose as a metal-tipped arrow from a tribal youth pierced John's Bible, a clear signal to retreat. Yet, despite the imminent danger, John insisted on returning, his resolve unbroken by the peril he faced. That fateful decision led to his demise at the hands of the tribe he so longed to befriend. His body was later seen being dragged by Sentinelese across the sandy shores of their island. Fishermen, who helped John reach the island, witnessed this and later shared the tragic tale. Local authorities arrested these fishermen for aiding John in his dangerous, illicit journey. The tragedy of John Allen Chow, a tale mingled with earnest intent and reckless endeavor, reverberated across the globe. Back in time, the Sentinelese have fiercely guarded their solitude against all external interference. In 1880, Maurice Vidal Portman, an officer of the British Royal Navy, led a controversial expedition to the island. Despite the inhabitants' evasion, Portman's team kidnapped 6 Sentinelese, an elderly couple and 4 children. Tragedy unfolded as the elderly couple soon perished, likely due to exposure to unfamiliar pathogens. Recognizing the grave mistake, Portman returned the children to the island with an array of gifts. Decades passed, yet the collective memory of the Sentinelese seemingly retained the scars of this cruel encounter. In the modern era, the Indian government, acknowledging the tribe's vulnerability, declared the island a protected area. A perimeter was established, forbidding any travel within a specific distance from the island. Yet, throughout the years, various individuals and groups dared to approach this fortress of solitude. In 2006, 2 fishermen, Sundaraj and Pandit Tiwari, tragically neared the island, only to meet a violent end. Despite warnings from other fishermen, they slumbered, adrift, until reaching the lethal shores of North Sentinel. Their unwelcome arrival was met with deadly force as the Sentinelese defended their sacred land. Attempts to recover the bodies of the fishermen were fiercely repelled by a volley of arrows from the tribe. A few years later, images of the tribe members scanning the beach after a tsunami captured the world's attention. Researchers and anthropologists armed with curiosity launched expeditions attempting to decode the tribe's mysteries. T.N. Pandit, an Indian anthropologist, led several expeditions seeking peaceful interaction with the Sentinelese. In one significant encounter, he and his team observed the tribe, noting their robust health and harmonious living. The Sentinelese, ever watchful, observed these strangers from afar, their bows ever ready to defend their homeland. Several expeditions later, the Sentinelese gradually allowed these intruders to approach, cautiously accepting their gifts. Instances of peaceful contact were made, albeit sporadically, always on the Sentinelese's guarded terms. Yet, the enigma of their language, customs and way of life remains largely an unwritten chapter in human anthropology. Time and again, the Sentinelese have signaled an unwavering message to the outside world: stay away. Respecting their desire for isolation, official expeditions to the island were eventually ceased in 1997. Thus, the Sentinelese continue to live, veiled from modernity, in the lush, secluded realms of North Sentinel Island. Their untold stories, ancient traditions, and unspoken languages echo through the dense forests of their isolated haven. Through times of calamity and peace, they persist, guardians of an ancient way of life, untouched by modern civilization. Their story intertwines tales of resilience, tragedy, and the profound mystery of their secluded existence. The world, bustling in its relentless march of progress, casts a long, complex shadow upon the Sentinelese. In the midst of this, their unyielding spirit stands as a stark reminder of our diverse and multifaceted global tapestry. And thus the waves surrounding North Sentinel Island whisper tales of the unknown, rippling through the vastness of time.